Despising the Guru has many negative repercussions. Having a large center with many followers and a full donation box is not the measure of success. It is not a sign that the Dharma is flourishing in your center. The Dharma center must be overflowing with students whose minds are transforming and becoming better people every day. In fact, if the actions of the students in the centers are not dharmic, but the center is still flourishing, it is a very bad omen. So we need to check in with ourselves and say, what is my motivation? When we check our motivation and it is not good, apply the antidote our teachers have taught us. Please do not look for outer dharma, but inner. Dharma is the inner realization we have gained through diligent application. My dear and esteemed viewer, I would like to communicate to you the very real nature and energetic reality of black magic, of those with negative intentions. Magic comes in many different forms. It may be elements such as wind, air, earth, fire, or a combination of those aforementioned elements. It may be using spirits of the deceased to do our bidding. It can be words and sounds formulated into certain vibrations to effect a physical change in others. It can be using the Earth's meridians, the astrological constellations, and natural energies. It can also be using natural guardians, spirits and beings that inhabit the mountains, forest, or even a large tree in a certain area. Whether it's black or white magic depends on our motivation for doing it. But if we intend to use a spirit to harm another, and the spirit does so, then we can definitely conclude the spirit is negative. If it has the potential to harm others, it definitely has the potential to harm us and probably will. So, my dear and esteemed viewer, it is best not to do those types of practices should you be engaged in such endeavors. The Lord Buddha never taught any magic or methods to harm others. So if you come across a so-called monk or a Buddhist casting magic on others, chances are it is not a real monk or Buddhist. And keep in mind, Buddha is simply a title, the same as Christ. It is the same meaning, purport of an anointed one, anointed in the waters and the gnosis of the divine, of Source. So it is interchangeable with Christ, the title Christ. I like to mix it up, change it up to break people free of their religious-based fear programming and the trauma, the mental trauma, the trauma that it visits upon your gnosis. So to cleanse your gnosis is my aim in using these words and titles from the world's religions interchangeably. So keep up with me. If you can keep up with me, hit that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up on this video. But if you come across a so-called monk or a Buddhist or a Christian casting magic on others, chances are it's not a real monk or Buddhist or Christian. Not a true Christian, a true follower of the Christ. And FYI, it's not found in your organized religions. Buddhist scriptures have no methods to harm others. Everything Lord Buddha taught was strictly to benefit. If we practice magic to fulfill our temporal wishes, our third dimension, our 3D desires to be successful within the digital matrix, the artificial intelligence, hive mind, digital matrix, that world, it will definitely have backlashes and repercussions. So we may fulfill our immediate problems, but it will only invite more problems later. Some signs that someone has been charmed or under the spells of any kind of black negative magic are: 1, disorientation; 2, sudden change in personality; 3, unnatural behavior; 4, unexplained accidents; 5, not acting to the benefit of loved ones but following an outsider for no reason; 6, having an intense attraction towards someone they just met but not knowing why, like a love charm. These are some signs, some of the signs. Other signs include spirits following us and materializing, a feeling like someone is watching us, or a certain area in the house feels uncomfortable. This can be the result if someone sent something to us. We have offended a spirit in a certain location, a local, regional deity of a locale is displeased with us, or we have practiced a spirit and is now exacting its pay. Or if you make videos exposing the deep state, dark cabal, Illuminati, and you have repeatedly refused the overtures of their agents to join their little dark cabal club, and you have put yourself upon their list, then you may experience some of these spiritual phenomena, which I do on a constant basis, but not so much anymore. The energies have reversed and been cleansed from my grid, my divine grid. Thank you, divine grid programmer. Namaste, namaskaram. But in Buddhism, we have countless methods to counter this. Each school of Buddhism has valid methods to counter this, but I will mention a few here that will be easy, simple for the layman, for the average person who may be concerned that they have some of these spiritual forces aligned against them, that egregores of negativity, of sorcerous individuals from the artificial intelligence high mind matrix may be chanting ill voices upon the wind. So here are some methods, okay? So some of this is disturbing, but in cases of actual spirits disturbing you or black magic sent to you, there are 4 helpful methods among the many that any layperson may do without the intercession of a monk or a professional, so to speak. But for disturbances of a very minor nature, one may take refuge in the 3 jewels. One must not only take refuge from the mouth, but one must take from the heart. Taking from the heart, meaning to let go of all fears and trust the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. One's refuge precepts must be strong and unbroken. If one has broken one's precepts of refuge, then we can confess and regret sincerely. Holding the precepts is very powerful protection against negative spirits. Essentially, living a righteous, light-filled life preserves you from the darkness. Not being engaged in darkness automatically just preserves you from the machinations of the enemy. But by taking refuge within your faith, within your own gnosis, in the 3 jewels, and holding one's precepts, we can chant the refuge mantra in Sanskrit: Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya. One should chant this mantra at least 1 rosary a day, accumulating 1,000 slowly. But most importantly, one must have pure relationship, samaya, with our refuge guru, or it will not be very effective. So, if you're dealing with any kind of stronger issues, leave a comment. Any kind of negative black magic issues, you may be negative samsaric beings that are possibly creating mischief in your own walk, your own soul path, to escape into the 5th dimension, to escape the digital matrix, the 3D, which I do believe if you're watching this video right now, then you are in the 4th dimension along with us, and we are just simply waiting the grand ascension of all Mother Earth and all of her children and all of her creatures into the golden age of the new 5th dimension of harmonic universe number 2. So we'll just kind of leave it at those minor issues, because I don't think necessarily anyone's, at this point in time, the dark cabal, the Illuminati, deep state, their sorcerers have been severely sent back to their just desserts, so to speak, their just rewards in their walk of darkness. They are recouping, and all that they have reaped, they are sowing. Namaste, namaskaram.